Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is AlaskanBlueJay. And I am puppy sitting right now, but this is the only time I have to record. So we're going to do something that I only need one hand to do. Oh, what? What do you need? What's up? Do you want to say hello to everybody so I can shamelessly exploit your cuteness for views? You? Want to say hello? Say hello, everybody. Hello. Hello. What are you doing? Are you just gonna chew on my jacket now? That's a clothes, not a food. He's very tired this afternoon. He had a nice big play outside a little bit ago, and he's probably just gonna nap here. So, yeah. See, look, he's already getting tired. And I tried to find a way that I could keep him in frame, but every time I pulled him up higher, he'd get fidgety. So he may or may not actually be in frame. A lot of the time. I know a lot of you guys are going to want to stare at the puppy cam, but he doesn't, he's not being very cooperative. Maybe we'll see if we can figure out a way around that eventually. Okay, now he's sitting up. I guess we're awake now. We may not ever actually get to the game here. This may just be 100% puppy cam for this whole video, which I'm sure you guys would have no problem with. And now we're nomming on my finger, I guess, because you know, that must taste great. Okay, thank you for the kiss. Yes, thank you. Okay, so would you rather have no tongue or have no teeth? Down at the bottom it says, no, you cannot get dentures. They would not be forcibly removed. You would just never have them to begin with. I feel like having no teeth would be better. Because if you have no teeth, you still have a tongue. You can kind of do the ventriloquism thing. Whereas if you have no tongue, you have to go much slower and the enunciation is much more difficult. And it's just kind of gross. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go with no teeth. Hey, 6337, not bad. Oh, no. He's got the hiccups. Oh my god, you are just the most adorable little bundle of fluff, aren't you? He actually has the hiccups. What? Can I help you? Okay, next. What? Do you want more pats? Here, you can have more pats. I don't have to operate the mouse very much. Would you rather always look 8 months pregnant or always have a black eye? I feel like this is a rather gender-specific question somehow. I mean, 8 months pregnant for a guy would basically just mean beer belly, which would make it kind of hard to move around and hard to run. Which I really like running. I'm a big cross-country runner. I mean, always having a black eye, I don't care if I have a black eye. That just makes me look tough, like I've been in a fight. And then I could just cover that shit up with makeup if I wanted to. Oops, wait a minute. I didn't actually click it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, 88% said have a black eye. Yeah, why would you want to look pregnant all the time? Oh, okay, we're shifting positions. Okay, well that's okay. Because if you want to be up there, that means people can see you better. We'll see how long we're happy with this. Would you rather constantly stumble when walking or constantly stutter when speaking? That's not how stutter is spelled, but I'll allow it. Well, I kind of already constantly stumble when walking. And I already also kind of constantly stutter when speaking. If you guys have seen any of my videos, you know that that's the case. So, for the purposes of... What? No. We're not going to climb over my shoulder. We're not going to climb over my shoulder because that means falling down. I don't think you understand that yet. I think I would rather constantly stumble when walking just because I hate being mushmouth when I'm trying to record. That would also probably mean I fall down constantly when I'm trying to do VR videos, but I mean, that'd just be funny. That'd just get more views. So, stumble when walking. 60-40, nice. I'm 100% here with the majority with everybody. These must not be very difficult questions. Are you getting bored? No. We've already established that the falling and breaking our legs is not something we want to do today. It's still better than being in your pen, isn't it? You don't want to be in your pen. Ugh. Yeah, I'll give you some fingers to chew on. It'll keep you a little bit occupied. Would you rather talk a little bit too loudly or talk a little bit too softly? Well, again, this is something I have experience in. I always talk loudly. People have actually been telling me pretty much ever since I was alive that I always talk a little bit too loudly, which is probably why YouTube is a path that I decided to go down. Too loudly. Really? People would rather talk too softly than too loudly? I guess in the range of that being socially acceptable, it's probably less annoying in general when you actually like being around people to be too soft and too loud. People get mad at you for being too loud more often than they get mad at you for being too quiet. Still, I stick by my decision. I would rather be too loud. Would you rather have to use a completely blank keyboard with absolutely no labeled keys, or have to type with only your 2 index fingers all the time? That's a tough one. For gaming purposes, I would probably be fine with no keys because I know where all the important keys are. Having to type with only my 2 fingers would be a pain. And I feel like with no labeled keys, I would probably eventually pick up on it. Like there are people out there who can type without looking at the keyboard. So it would just take some practice and take some time to get used to is all. Yeah, I'm gonna go, no labeled keys. 50-50, all right. Although technically only being able to only type with your 2 index fingers eked it out just slightly by like fractions of a percent. But yeah, I would rather overcome the learning curve of having to type with no keys or typing with no keys. Yeah, that's a significantly larger learning curve, isn't it? Yeah, that would be a little bit more difficult. Having to type with no labeled keys, I feel like would be better in the long run than having to use only my 2 index fingers. You are very fidgety and noisy. Do you need to go out? Do you need to go out? Here, we'll go out for a little bit. I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. And Copper Puppy did not need to use the bathroom, so we tried having some food and some water. I think he was thirsty. I'll do a couple more here. And, maybe let him romp around a little bit. He's getting a little fidgety. Would you rather get severe frostbite or be severely burned? I'm trying to think of that one from a standpoint of what's probably going to heal better. I feel like being burned would be better than getting frostbite, because if you get really bad frostbite, you can have limbs falling off and stuff. That's not good. Burns you get severely scarred with burns sometimes, but at least you don't have bits of you falling off. And now they've got the, what is it called? The skin gun? There's an amazing video. I'll put a link in the description of how a scientist somewhere invented a gun that uses a person's own stem cells to make this spray that you just spray onto even like a 3rd-degree burn, and it completely heals it. Like, flawless, like it wasn't even there. It's amazing technology. I don't know why it's taken so long to actually start getting used in the medical world, but that's some technology that we seriously need to have, because that's a lifesaver. So we're gonna go with be severely burned, much as it pains me. Really, people would rather get frostbite. I'm not sure people really understand just how dangerous frostbite is. I mean, growing up in Alaska, obviously, that's something we're very aware of. I've seen people who have actually lost fingers from getting frostbitten, and to me, that's way more scary. Are we going snoozy again now? Are you going to be calm and nice now? Are you comfy? I'm just bouncing him and rocking him back and forth, and he's going straight to sleep. Look at that. Zonk. We are passed out. In a fantasy world, would you rather be a fairy who cannot fly or a 10-foot-tall dwarf? I'm kind of trying to see the downside of being a 10-foot-tall dwarf. A 3 or 4-foot-tall dwarf is a force to be reckoned with, at least if you're gonna go by, like, the Lord of the Rings franchise. I would not want to mess with any of those dwarves in The Hobbit, or with Gimli, or with any of them. And now imagine if they were like 3 times as tall. That's way better than being a fairy who can't fly. I mean, then you're basically just an elf with a little more magic than usual, probably. But yeah, dwarf. I'm gonna go with the dwarf. Really? You would rather be a fairy who cannot fly than a massive dwarf? A dwarf who is 3 times as dangerous as your average dwarf. I do not understand the logic on that one. What are people saying in the comments? People want to be small for some reason. That doesn't make any sense to me. If you could only... Uh-oh. Accidentally hit a button. There we go. Apparently you can navigate this site using arrow keys. That actually makes my job easier because I don't have to reach as far. And I don't have to disturb Mr. Pupper here as much. Would you rather eat only waffles or eat only pancakes? I've always been kind of more of a pancake man myself. I don't feel like there's a whole lot to say on this subject. 51-49. Hell yeah! Pancakes over waffles. Would you rather have a first edition holographic Charizard or get $20? Well, there's gonna probably be a lot of hate in the comments, but I don't really do Pokemon, so... Sorry. 46% agreed with me, though. That's honestly more than I was expecting. So, top comment, I had a childhood. Ugh. What? Would you rather sneeze every 3 minutes, or always have the sensation to sneeze and never do? Oh, sneeze every 3 minutes, definitely. I hate that sensation, like you have to sneeze and then it just goes away. To have that constantly, no, that would be torture. I'd rather just be actually having the sneezes. Now, speaking of sneezing, ugh, dog fuzz on my nose. Too much ear flip. And lastly, would you rather find out your girlfriend is pregnant, as in the next 10 seconds, or find out you can never have kids again? Well, see, I have a loophole. I get out of this because I am still woefully single. So, my non-existent imaginary girlfriend can get pregnant all she likes. There is no negative repercussions on me for that whatsoever. So, I think that's about all we've got on time. Thank you for joining us for this video, both me and Copper Puppy here. Hope you guys enjoyed the questions and the puppy cam and everything that this video has to offer. I think it's going to be nap time here in a second, so we're going to just lay him down for a little snooze. Feel free to chat with me in the comments, maybe leave an idea for another video we could do in the future, and I will see you all next time. Catch you later. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Try the Ultra Maximum Energy Carbonated Energy Liquid today. Because when it comes to caffeine and heart failure, no one's better than Ultra Maximum Energy.
Wait, how can I go? Okay, wait a minute. Just wait. I'm thinking it. The palm tree